computers that we are having these days, which are using a very, or let me call it a higher versions or upgrade of operating systems, there is a new way in which computer can actually work better by its way of logging off, shutting down, even by its way of conserving or keeping your data in a better form by hibernation. There are different ways in which you can work. Now, like I told you, you're working on what? Hibernation. That is hibernation. Now, when you are hibernating, or your reason for hibernation is I want to meet what I am doing again. So for this particular time that I'm not available, let me conserve my power and let me go and see that person who called me just now for about 5 minutes, or let me just say 1 hour. So when I come back, I can continue what I'm doing without shutting down, because I don't want to save, I don't want to waste my time. In the earlier computer that we're having, what normally happens is what? Immediately your computer power turns off, what will happen is you are going to lose the whole of your data. But now with the modern computer that you're having, it's not like that. Even when your power, when your power, the battery, the power supply of your particular notebook gets down, what you just do is that it will hibernate automatically if your computer has such ability. Now, this is very, very important in computing. If you must hibernate, only one thing will make your hibernation possible. That is if your computer has a very good graphics performance. Now, where do we find this particular hibernation? And why must I hibernate? I will continue on that. Now, let me click on the Start menu. I'm using Windows Vista. Now, when you click on this particular place, you are going to see hibernation, sleep, restart, lock, log off, switch user, and shut down. Good. Now, if you click on hibernate, or let me point to it, as you can see, it says save your session and turn off the computer. When you turn on the computer, Windows restore your session. Alright. Now, what do we do? Hibernating your computer, like I told you, is only possible if your computer has a high graphic performance. This option, sleep, hibernation, hibernate, may become fade or may not even be present in your computer. Alright, if you are having it here, now let's see. The only option for you to bring it here is for you to what? Make your graphics okay by installing the graphics software or drivers of your particular computer hardware. Now, hibernation. What is the practical example of hibernation? Now, somebody told me that I should do a job for him. Now, he said I should make a particular design, and he said I want to see you. He just calls me when I just finished the design. He said I want to see you now with the design. I want to give it to the printer. Bring it now in the next 15 minutes. What do I have to do? Because in the next 15 minutes may be the time I'm going to get there. What will happen is what? Immediately I will just maybe close my laptop if it is set already to hibernate, or I will just click on this particular bar. Let me show you the way I got there again. Click on it and say what? Click hibernate. Now that is the way it goes, and it will just what? Hibernate automatically. Now when I just get there, I'll just put on the computer by pressing my power button, and automatically just log in and will just show everything I was working on without restarting at the normal process again, which will take me time, especially when you are working with Windows Vista. It's going to take you a lot of time. Alright, that's good. Now let me show you Windows XP and let's see how to get our hibernation. Now with Windows XP, hibernation is somehow scarce to see. That is for people who does not know how to activate it. You have to activate hibernation before it can work. Let's see it. Now this is our Windows XP, and let's see how we can work with hibernation here. Now you click on your start menu. Let's see if we can get it, or there's a very similar place or a very quick way I normally use. I'll just right click on my desktop and go to properties. Then I click on desktop screensaver. I just click on what? Power. Good. Now I'm here. Power options. Though there's a way of going to it through your control panel. You just go to your, let me change the category view by clicking on that. Just click on this. You can see it's the same thing now. I want to close this. Now I'll just click on my power option. Just come to this. You can see this tab called hibernate. This is where you enable hibernation. This means what? The free disk space is this, and what? That your disk space require 192 megabytes to enable hibernation. So if it is not enabled, you cannot see it. Let's try it and see. Now when you click on turn off your computer, you can see this. This standby means sleep in the advanced computer. That is, let's check it, means sleep that you see on this particular one. You can see sleep. So as in the previous versions of operating system, you do have what? The option standby. Is the same thing. It's just a matter of, I will explain more about that. Now let's go back to Windows XP. I'm sorry. Now normally the standby here is also activated only if your graphics is okay. If it's not okay, you are going to see a faded place here, meaning that you cannot make use of it. Now let's check it. What you just do is what? If you press shift, it will be activated for hibernation. If you press shift is not activated, because normally you are going to see a kind of toggle. This standby will toggle to hibernate and what? Standby when you press shift key. So if you cannot do that, that means what? It's not yet activated, and that is the reason why you are going to what? Enable hibernation. So I will cancel this and let me go and enable it. Now I just click on enable hibernation and click on apply. Now let's check it and see what we have done so far. Now you click on this and let's toggle. You can see now that it is now showing. So by the time you click on hibernate, you are going to come back to the previous place you were working on, and we are going to test what we have done now. Now let's try to do something. Okay, let's assume we're working on internet, though I'm not connected now. Now this is where I actually am now. You can see. Now let's see if what I have done so far is well okay. Now we are going to test hibernation now. What I'm going to do is to hibernate this computer and see whether by the time I plug it on again, it will come back. Now let me check it. You click on what? This and shift and say hibernate. Now you can see prepare it to hibernate, and that is it. Your computer is going to hibernate very soon, and you can see. And that's it, that's hibernated. Now let's check this and see what we are going to have. Good. Now, okay, before I come to Windows Vista, let's go back to Windows XP and see what hibernation have done so far and check what we have worked on. The computer is booting and you can see it's coming up. You can see it's showing you that what? It said resuming Windows. Now, if you press F8, then you are going to another particular place. That means you are going to lose what you have saved so far. But don't press it, let it resume. Welcome back. And now by the time you log it in, you are going to meet back your particular Windows, what you are actually working on. And this is what we're working on. We're actually back. So also you try Windows 7 and see what will happen, or try Windows Vista, and this is also what you are going to see. It works pretty well. and you are going to enjoy it. It's very, very important. It saves your time, energy, and others. Thank you very much for that about hibernation.